47. That's how many times something tried to steal my attention during 1 hour of work. A notification, another tab, an email, something sitting on my desk that reminded me of something else I had not finished. A message I probably didn't even need to answer, and when I counted all of it, I realized something uncomfortable. I was not suddenly becoming less disciplined. I had simply created an environment where distraction was easier than concentration. So today, we are going to audit yours. Welcome to day 9 of Become Extraordinary in 60 Days. I'm Nimesh Kwinkel. I wrote this book and I lead CloudPro AI, an AI consulting company, and Data2Insights.ai. We help businesses make more data-driven decisions. Yesterday, we looked at the patterns that keep creating the same outcomes in our lives. Today, we are going one layer deeper because many of those patterns are being reinforced by something you probably didn't think about enough: the world you repeatedly place yourself inside. Your desk, your phone, your conversations, your calendar, your social media, even the people around you. Your surroundings are quietly training you. We give willpower a lot of credit. When we succeed, we say, I was disciplined. But when we fail, we say, I need more self-control. But think about this. If your phone is sitting next to you and lights up every 3 minutes, resisting it requires a decision every 3 minutes. If Instagram is one tap away, you have to repeatedly decide not to open it. If unhealthy food is sitting on the counter, you have to repeatedly say no. If the people around you constantly complain, gossip, or settle, you have to consciously resist that energy. Eventually, you get tired, not because you are weak, because you have designed a life that requires hundreds of tiny battles every day. A better question is not always, how do I become more disciplined? Sometimes it's, why am I making the right decision so difficult? Your brain is carrying more than you realize. Look at your computer sometime. How many tabs are open? Maybe 10, 20, or 50. And somehow, every one of them feels important enough not to close. Your physical world works the same way. The paper sitting on the corner of your desk, the email you haven't answered, the box you've been meaning to move, the message you saw but haven't responded to. Each one becomes a tiny mental reminder. Don't forget me. You may not consciously be thinking about it, but part of your attention is still holding on to it. That's why sometimes cleaning your desk feels strangely peaceful. You have not accomplished your big goal, or you have not made more money. You have not solved your biggest problem, but you have reduced the number of things competing for mental space. And suddenly, you can think again. Whatever is easy gets repeated. Here's one principle I want you to remember. What is convenient becomes habitual. If your running shoes are already besides the door, running becomes easier. If the book you want to read is sitting on your pillow instead of a hidden shelf, you are more likely to pick it up and read it. If your phone is charging in another room, checking it becomes slightly harder. And sometimes that tiny moment of friction is enough. We often try to change ourselves through criticisms. Why am I doing this again? Why can't I concentrate? I need to be more disciplined, but design can often accomplish what self-criticism cannot. Make good behaviors easier, but make bad behaviors slightly inconvenient. You don't always need a stronger mind. Sometimes you just need to move the phone. This matters at work too. I've seen this in a business repeatedly. You can have intelligent, capable people working together and still create terrible conditions for meaningful work. Slack going off constantly, meetings scattered throughout the day, emails treated like emergencies, everyone expected to be instantly available. You can hire talented people and then create an environment where nobody has enough uninterrupted time to use that talent properly. And we can do this same thing to ourselves. You may not control your entire company, you may not control your boss, you may not control every meeting, but you can still ask, when do I do my deepest work? What interrupts it? What can I wait? When should people expect me to respond? And what deserves uninterrupted time? Protecting attention is part of protecting performance. Today's exercise: redesign your zone. Don't try to redesign your entire life today. Choose one zone: your desk, your bedroom, your phone, your home screen, your inbox, your calendar. Then do 4 things. First, remove 5 things that repeatedly pull your attention or create unfinished pressure. Second, make one important behavior easier. Maybe put your notebook on the desk, put your gym clothes out tonight, move the important project to the center of your screen. Third, make one distracting behavior harder. Turn off your notification, log out of the app, move your phone away from your desk. And fourth, add one visible cue for the person you are trying to become. A book, a goal, a photograph, a sentence, something that quietly reminds you this is what matters now. Then spend 7 minutes doing something we almost never do. Just experience your surroundings. Sit quietly, notice the temperature, the light, the sounds around you. Notice whether your shoulders are tense and notice what your eyes keep moving toward. Notice what makes you feel calm and what makes you restless. Don't immediately try to fix anything. Just observe, because awareness comes before intentional design. Then picture the place where you do your best work. What would disappear? What would remain? What would be within your reach? What would be somewhere else? Pick one change, make it today. Tonight, ask yourself, what cue distracted me most today? What useful habit have I made unnecessarily difficult? Which digital space changes my mood the fastest? Who in my life raises my standards simply through the way they live? And what did I change today that made the right action easier? Write your answers down. Don't just think about them. Today's extraordinary commitment. Just say, I will design my surroundings to support the person I am becoming. I will make meaningful action easier and unnecessary distraction harder. Discipline matters, but discipline becomes much more reliable when your environment stops fighting against it. So look around you, your desk, your phone, your inbox, your calendar. What is one zone you are going to redesign today? Comment zone below and I'll share the checklist. Tomorrow is day 10, the final day of phase 1. And we are going to bring everything we have learned about awareness together. Thank you for watching. See you next time.